Hello and welcome as we continue our 2021 Missouri Athletic Trainers Association Educators and Student Leadership Conference. We are joined here today by Renee Williams, who is a MoATA representative to the Student Leadership Council, and she's going to talk to you a little bit about her role and the things she does and talk about service leadership and how students can get involved. So from here, I'd love to turn it over to you, Renee, to talk a little bit about yourself and your how you've kind of come to serve in this role.
Yeah, so thank you, Jay. Like you said, I am Renee Williams. I'm a first-year Master's of Athletic Training student at Truman State University in Kirksville. This, like I said, is my first year. I started on this position in January of this year, so very new. And then I'm also the representative for District 5 for Missouri at the district level for the Mid-America Athletic Trainers Association. So that's been a lot of fun. We've only had a couple meetings, but it's just a lot of fun to get to see those other athletic training students around the district.
Yep. Well, thank you very much for serving in that role. And then hopefully we'll get past this virtual format at some point in time and you'll actually get a chance to meet your peers and some of the leaders in our association face to face. So with that said, the Student Leadership Council is certainly unique and it's a really small snapshot in time. Could you tell everybody just a little bit more about what it is that the Student Leadership Council does or what its goal is?
Yeah, so the main goals and that we are doing at the Student Leadership Council are we want to promote student involvement within the profession of athletic training. We also are working to enhance communication with other students across the state, and then through that, helping to develop leadership skills among the students within the state. So mainly just coming up with activities and just different, being a voice for students within the state of what they want to see at conferences, both at the state level and at the district level, because through that, getting students involved now and what they want to see and everything can help us in the future, because overall, the future of athletic training starts with us students at this time.
Yes. I know, I mean, it's a great stepping stone for students. You know, it should be a very natural and very comfortable environment for you all. And I know that, you know, speaking aside from the Missouri Athletic Trainers Association, that if and when we get those face-to-faces going again at the district meeting, I know that the MoATA has always done a wonderful job of creating specialized programming for students as well as kind of another component or layer to that meeting. So could you talk a little bit more about yourself, maybe why you decided to get more involved or why you might have chose to represent the Student Leadership Council?
Yeah, so to answer that, mainly getting involved, main reason with coming into grad school and applying for grad school, that was a goal of mine, was I wanted to get involved in the profession as soon as I could, because I feel like the more you get involved, the more you really do get enjoyed. And you get to learn more about professional athletic training. And so by starting at a student level and getting involved now at the state level, is you get to learn so much. You get to meet so many people, other students, and also just expanding your network of getting to know a lot of different other professions and professionals within this profession of athletic training. And so overall, just getting to know people, expanding, and just getting to have fun with it.
Mm-hmm. You know, I think that as I hope as students watch these videos and these roundtables, just how many times I hear that word networking and how important it is. You know, sometimes I tell my students that adage of network, you know, it's network or no work. While that's not entirely true, it certainly gives you opportunities to find those career and work in areas that you most desire, right? Because you've built those networks along the way. So you're doing a great job getting off to a great start in your future career.
Yeah.
So could you could you just kind of give a little bit of what your advice is for students that might, let's think, maybe they're a little apprehensive to get involved, or they don't know even where to start, right? You were in those shoes a little bit a year or two ago. What advice do you have for students?
I'd have to say advice that I just give, because in the beginning, when this was first brought up to me and told to me, at first you don't want to do it. 'Cause it's like it is kind of challenging, but just kind of taking that first step, taking that leadership role, and just trying, and just a simple step of just submitting your resume is kind of the first thing to do if you want to do stuff like this, or have if just the slightest interest in getting involved. Just go ahead and do it. Put yourself out there. And again, taking that first step, submitting your resume to whoever needs it. And kind of the worst thing that can happen is they say no. But through just even that little time frame, you can learn so much. It's just skills of like interviewing skills and resume. And then, so yeah, to answer the question, if you have any interest at all, just go ahead, take that first step, and just do it, honestly.
All right, so you're kind of saying, one, be willing to be uncomfortable.
Yes.
Two, put yourself out there, be willing to make that attempt. Even recognizing that, you might hear a no,
Yes.
but I think that's probably unlikely to hear a no if you're asking to volunteer your side, or you're kind of going with the old Nike adage of just do it, right? So
Yeah.
no endorsements from Nike, right? No affiliations here. We're not getting any remuneration for advocating for Nike, but nonetheless, I think what you're just saying there is just kind of just put yourself out there and
Yeah.
and be willing to try and do something. So, Renee, that really concludes the roundtable portion of this. We thank you for your time today, and I hope that your peers, hearing it from another peer that's in their shoes, kind of take some of that to heart and say that, maybe some of us old fuddy-duddies, talking about the importance of networking and doing all these things, maybe, they'll probably heed your advice more so than ours. So thank you for your time today, and wish you well in your future, in the rest of your education and your future career.
Yes, thank you. I just want to end with just saying that with networking in this profession, it's kind of a little bit more about who you know than what you know in this profession. So just kind of the more people you get to learn and get to meet through this group and networking, the better you'll be off in the future.
All right, well, thank you again, and I'll stop our recording here as we sign off.
Okay, thank you.